you guys hear about the joke with the 3 holes in the ground? Oh, you didn't. Well, well, well. I hope my history teacher watches this and is like, I taught you well. It's not that funny. So, stories from school. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Now when I say a while, I mean like literally this morning I woke up and I'm like, hey, I'm making a video about school because it was literally my life for like 13 years. So, and I'm only 17, almost 18 though, so that's cool. So, let's start with primary school because that's like, what, 7 years? 6 years if you're me? You guys remember tag, hide and seek? Going out to recess and you're like, hey, who wants to play chasey? Is chasey a word? I'm not even sure if chasey is a word. Chasey may not even be a word. Wow, my whole life's a lie. So, who remembers chasey? I love chasey. I still love it. Like, just running around being a kid is just amazing. And if I could, I would play chasey every day with my friends. As if I had any friends. This always takes a depressing turn. Maybe I would have more friends if I didn't spend all my time shouting at a mic. Eminem? Well, big joke. Chasey was great in primary school. Hey cat, what are you doing? I got a cat too, by the way, for those who don't know. Here, hold on. So, this is my cat, Mustang. Don't know why I'm showing you guys, but you know, he's pretty cool. Okay, putting you down again. Where was I? Right, chasey. I never really played hide and seek or chasey. It was hide and seek chasey. Not only that, it was hide and seek chasey gang up. We used to call it zombies. I don't know why. I guess zombie was just easier to say than, hey, you want to play hide and seek chasey that we gang up on people? Yeah, I can see why we call it zombies. Hey, you want to play zombies? So zombies. The way we would choose the person who was it was either I would volunteer because I love being a hunter. It's so much more satisfying. When I didn't want to be the hunter, we would either play eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Do you remember eeny, meeny, miny, moe?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the toe.
I can't remember the rest of it, but it's probably for the best.
If you call it then go eeny, meeny, miny.
That's it. Or, this is probably mean of us, but we'd either play eeny, meeny, miny, moe or some weird feet fetish game. We were 12. Or, we'd just pick the slowest person and be like, you're it. Why? You're the last one who said you don't want to play. It's a bit mean, isn't it, guys? No, it's fine. You're it, bye. Wow, kids really suck. Huh, I guess I've been a dick all my life. Can I say dick on the internet? I'm saying dick on the internet. Penis! Gang up tag, fairly certain chasey isn't a word. Is chasey a word? Hey, English teacher, is chasey a word? I'm pretty sure you watch this too. The only people who watch my content is like my teachers and my friends from school. Let's see, what's next? Swimming lessons. No, wait, we'll come back to this one. Swimming lessons, well, first of all, they didn't do anything for me because I still sink. But swimming lessons was just, I don't know, it was a weird week. The last day of swimming lesson where you'd all just have a massive pool party. That was cool, I think. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it was cool. I have fond memories of that, I think. The bus rides always seem longer when you're a kid because you have such a small attention span. It's just, I remember sleeping on the bus and everyone else is like, hey, how do you sleep on the bus? And I'm like, I don't know, I was tired, okay? Swimming's hard work, okay? Cat, stop hiding under my bed, the boogeyman lives there. Oh, right, yes, that's it. The iPod Touch. No, not even iPod Touch, just an iPod. If you had an iPod in primary school, you came from a rich family. Like, that's it. That is it. You had rich-ass parents. Either that, or I have no concept of money and they were really cheap. Maybe it was that one too. Alright, so there was one time I was on the bus back from swimming lessons, you know, and the guy next to me had an MP3 player. I called it an MP3 player at the time. I didn't know what an iPod was. I thought they were all the same thing. Now I'm gonna tell you different. iPod's the best MP3 player. Actually, the iPhone is the best MP3 player. Doesn't matter. Another tangent for another time. And he had this iPod. I think it was an iPod Nano. It was one of those green ones. It was a really colourful one. Back when Steve Jobs ran Apple, I'm pretty sure, because I was like 8. And it was like this wonderful green colour. And I'd just look at him on the bus and stare at him. I'd be like, I'm not staring at him, guys. I'm staring at his iPod, okay? And his iPod just happened to be in his lap, so I was kind of staring at his crotch. So I'm not a pervert. And I just look at it and I'm like, it's really pretty. And he's like, hey, you want to see my iPod? And I'm like, yes. And he showed me the back. It's got his name engraved on it. And I thought that blew me away. I don't know why that blew me away, but it was the engravement of his name in the back that blew me away. It was like, what? You can have your name engraved into stuff? What? So yeah, that was fun. iPod Touch. Everyone, I swear to God, everyone had the iPod Touch 4th generation. 5th generation, a little bit different, but everyone had the 4th generation. Remember what that thing looked like? It looked clean when you first unbox it, but it starts to look like that as after like a week. I don't know if I have mine still. I'm pretty sure I gave it to my brother and he fucked it up. I took good care of my things. I took good care of my iPod Touch because I liked having a screen that wasn't smashed, and I liked having an iPod Touch that had a camera that worked and home button that worked. Home button not working, that was also another big problem in primary school. Just primary school. I'm pretty sure it still happens in high school, but those people never matured. Like me. So the iPod Touch 4th generation, every iPod I'd look at, everyone had a smashed screen. And me being the lonely 12-year-old I was like, I'm gonna smash my iPod. Yeah, I'm gonna be part of the cool kids. So I tried smashing my iPod, it didn't work because the case I used, it was super awesome. It covered the edges so the glass could never touch the ground. Like I could throw my iPod across. I threw my iPod across the courtyard a couple of times and it never smashed. Until the case started to give away and a little bit of the screen got exposed, so that's when I smashed my iPod Touch. Felt bad. Felt really bad. So yeah, iPod Touches, that were fun. Listening to music during classes. Not as many people do it nowadays, but everyone did it in year 6. I was never that kid. Okay, I was that kid for a little bit, but I was never the kid that would be like, how do you get free music? I would always go out, buy, one sec. Oh, shiver me. Because I like things to work a certain way. Even as a kid, I don't know why, but I would not be the kid that would pirate music. I would go in onto the iTunes store and buy songs individually. So the best gift you could give me at the time for Christmas or my birthday was a $20 iTunes card because I didn't have a job and I didn't have access to my parents' credit card like other kids. I would buy and I would build up my library of collection so massive, it was great. However, the only downside to that is I was using my father's account. Yeah, I had to share my daddy's account with... It's so weird to say. I had to share my daddy's account, his Apple ID, so any purchase I made, he could see it. And I downloaded so many games, and he'd go on and be like, I don't remember buying you this music. And I'm like, yeah, it was your other son. In reality, it was me downloading all those Taylor Swift songs. Sorry, Dad. Concealing the way you listen to music in class was a big deal because wires are going everywhere. This is taking me back, guys. Wow, hold on. This is taking me back. Having wires connected from my phone to my ears. Nowadays, for me, it's just slip, and we're good to go. I can't hear much now, great. Now just imagine me having cables that ran from here down the shirt and out from underneath the shirt and probably around my body because I didn't like the cable just dangling every time I moved my head and you'd hear the sound. Point is, earphones never left my ears as a kid. They still don't leave my ears now. I'm gonna put these down. But then in class when the teacher's like, okay, no one's allowed to listen to music at all. I was heartbroken. I can't live without music. If it was up to me, I'd be playing music right now as I'm filming this, but I'd get a copyright claim. So I don't, and it's a thing. It was torture. So everyone, all my friends in primary school would try to come up with a clever way to get around the no music during class thing. One thing we came up with was wearing a school jumper. Had to be long sleeve. You would feed the wire up through your shirt and then it'd come up through your sleeve, and this would be a long sleeve shirt usually, and then it will just come all the way up out of your sleeve and whole thing, and you just have your hand resting up against your ear, not holding because it stays in by itself, but concealing the fact you're listening to music through your sleeve. And then when the teacher comes over, hey teach, I'm not listening to music. So yeah, music was, I guess, I don't know, I don't see many people listening to music. I mean, I see people listening to music all the time, but it's not as common once you hit high school, I don't think, because everyone's more antisocial when you're 12. And I think this video is going on for a bit too long already. Oh well, I think I'll tell one more story from primary school, and in the next video, we're gonna make a part 2 where I tell the stories from high school. Alright, what do we got? Let's see, what's interesting. Year 3. I've put down hating year 3. I didn't hate it, I just disliked it a fair bit. So, okay, year 3 for me, I don't know why I disliked it, I just disliked it. I'm not going to say hate because my teacher was a wonderful teacher. She was probably one of the best teachers I've ever had. She'd always do these multicultural lessons like, for Anzac Day, we'd all make poppies and stuff and decorate the entire classroom. It was actually quite beautiful. I kind of wish I did more of that. And for, was it Anzac Day? No, Remembrance Day. Remembrance Day has the poppies. What's Anzac Day? Wow, I learned nothing, did I? Probably why I'm stuck on YouTube. So, yeah, my year 3 teacher was cool, but she was also very strict. And I think it's the strict teachers I just got really intimidated by. Okay, I didn't hate it. I liked year 3. I just hated it at the time because it was very educational. Does that make sense? I mean, looking back on it now, I am so glad she taught us everything that she did in that year, because if she hadn't, I would have no idea what Harmony Day was, or what Remembrance Day was, or what Anzac Day was, because in year 1 and 2 in reception, I was learning the alphabet, how to count, and how to pronounce words, which did not pay off because I still can't pronounce the word have without going hov first. I go hov and I'm like, no, it's have with an A. Year 2 and year 1 just didn't affect me at all, but year 3 I learned so much about traditions, and there was a multicultural week. She brought in a bunch of chopsticks for everyone, but being Asian, I picked it up really easy, but everyone else was just like stab, 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 stab. Guys, made a kebab. I made a kebab, guys. That is awesome. And I'll be in my seat going, I need something, hold on. Do I have any chopsticks on me? I don't have any chopsticks. Hold on, drumsticks, cool. I got drumsticks, and everyone else will be like stabbing their food, and I'll be like, these aren't chopsticks. Yep, these are drumsticks, and putting them down. So yeah, year 3, I think year 3 was probably the best year. Okay, hold on, one more story. Yep, this is this is the final one, and it's only because it's the last year for me. Year 6, well, I finished primary school in year 6. That may sound weird, but I finished primary school in year 6 because year 7 was middle school, year 7 to 9 middle school, 10 to 12 high school. Now, we didn't have computers really in primary school. We did. We had everyone had the IT room and the library where you'd have like cool games, like math games, cool math games. That was a good website. Might go on it later. Anyway, there was we didn't have any computers at our disposal, so everything had to be made with cardboard and paper and pens and highlighters and texters. We had to use stationery like that, and I don't like that. I didn't like it at all because my handwriting wasn't the best, wasn't the worst in the class, okay? Jeremy, looking at you, your handwriting sucks, it still does. But handwriting everything, I've hated ever since primary school. That's why I'm so glad computers exist and I can make everything look a lot neater by typing. But I had to do everything by hand and it drove me insane. It'd be like, because in year 6 and year 7, year 5, 6, 7, whatever, you also get bonus marks if it was well presented. I can't present things well when it's all done by hand. I mean, if I put hours and hours of man hour into it, maybe. But, okay, here's an example. For maths, the subject that has all the numbers and complicated graphs, we had to make a theme park blueprint and measure all these angles and all that sort of stuff in the blueprint. It all had to be hand drawn and everything had to be written out, and my hand would cramp very easily. Yes, Monty, my hand sucks at writing and still does to this day. Writing this list this morning, I just fell asleep because I found it boring. I find writing boring, it annoys me. Doesn't matter, rant for another day. And it just annoyed me so much that everything had to be written by hand. And even my English assignments, they were only like 200 words. But 200 words was a lot for a 12-year-old. 200 words just laying on my desk because I get bored. Okay? It's been a problem since primary school, Monty, so shush. I'll be laying on my desk writing my assignment like, and Jack jumped over the candlestick, Jack and Jill went up the hill, Jack and the giant. Wow, did Jack do all this stuff? Damn, Jack, you had a better life than me. I'd be laying on my desk and I'm just writing in 200 words. Sometimes it was 500. 500 is what killed me. And here's me thinking at my desk as a 12-year-old, are they really going to be counting all my words on paper, written by hand? Because I'm not counting all my words written by hand. I'm pretty sure lots of kids did 150-word assignments in primary school, and I was doing like 400 words at least because I was a goddamn teacher's pet, and I'll be writing and I'm like, I can't do this. So I'm so glad that in year 8 I found myself an iPad and I never wrote anything by hand again until my history exam. That's when I really shot myself in the foot. So yeah, there's a stories from my primary school years. I'm going to do a part 2, maybe, probably. Yep, doing a part 2 of my high school years. And oh wait, the canteen. Canteen was amazing in primary school. They had $2 noodle cups, like cups of noodles for $2. It was amazing because everyone had $2. I even bought like $20 once and bought 10 of them for me and my mates that played zombie. I like the canteen. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next one. This might be a 3-parter because school was just a big part of my life. Alright, bye, I guess. Okay, oh, screw it, it's tradition now.
Saying that it feels right.